Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, a comprehensive summary introduction. Great Expectations is a Bildungsroman that chronicles the life of Philip Pirrip, known as Pip, from his humble beginnings to his growth into maturity. The novel explores themes of social class, ambition, love, and personal development. Part 1. Childhood and Early Influences. Pip's Early Life. Pip is an orphan raised by his sister, Mrs. Jo Gargery, and her kind-hearted husband, Joe, a blacksmith in the marshes of Kent. One day, while visiting his parents' graves, Pip encounters an escaped convict who demands food and a file to remove his leg irons. Pip complies, and the convict is later recaptured, but protects Pip by claiming he stole the items himself. Introduction to Satis House. Pip is later invited to the decaying Satis House, home of the wealthy and eccentric Miss Havisham, who was jilted at the altar and has since lived in her wedding dress amidst the remnants of her aborted wedding. There, Pip meets Estella, Miss Havisham's beautiful but cold-hearted adopted daughter. Pip falls in love with Estella, despite her disdainful treatment of him. Apprenticeship with Joe. Pip's visits to Satis House fuel his desire to rise above his social station. He becomes dissatisfied with his apprenticeship to Joe and yearns to become a gentleman worthy of Estella's affection. Part 2. The Rise to Gentility. The Mysterious Benefactor. Unexpectedly, Pip learns from the lawyer Mr. Jaggers that he has a secret benefactor who has provided him with a fortune, enabling him to move to London and become a gentleman. Pip assumes Miss Havisham is his benefactor, and that she intends for him to marry Estella. Life in London. In London, Pip befriends Herbert Pocket, the son of his tutor, and they share lodgings. Pip begins to adopt the manners and lifestyle of a gentleman, distancing himself from his humble origins and Joe. He becomes increasingly snobbish and self-absorbed, neglecting those who care for him. Estella's return. Estella arrives in London, and Pip continues to pursue her, despite her warnings that she cannot love him. Estella is courted by the brutish Bentley Drummle, whom she eventually marries, much to Pip's dismay. Part 3. Revelations and Redemption. The true benefactor, Pip's world is turned upside down when he discovers that his true benefactor is not Miss Havisham, but Abel Magwitch, the convict he helped as a child. Magwitch, having made a fortune in Australia, has returned to see the gentleman he created. Pip is horrified by this revelation and feels ashamed of the source of his wealth. Caring for Magwitch. Despite his initial revulsion, Pip grows to respect and care for Magwitch, who is being hunted by the authorities. Pip and Herbert devise a plan to help Magwitch escape England. During this time, Pip learns that Estella is Magwitch's daughter, born to Molly, Jaggers's housekeeper and a former convict. Miss Havisham's regret. Miss Havisham, remorseful for her manipulation of Pip and Estella, begs Pip's forgiveness. Shortly after, she dies in a fire caused by her tattered wedding dress catching alight. The failed escape. The escape plan fails when Magwitch is captured after a struggle with his former partner, Compeyson, who drowns. Magwitch is sentenced to death, but dies in prison before the execution. Pip loses his fortune, as it was tied to Magwitch's wealth, and falls ill. Joe's support. Joe comes to London to care for the ailing Pip, who is humbled by Joe's unwavering kindness. Upon recovery, Pip returns to the marshes to find that Joe has married Biddy, a kind-hearted friend from his youth. Conclusion. Pip accepts a job with Herbert's firm and moves abroad, leading a modest but content life. After several years, he returns to England and visits the ruins of Satis House, where he encounters Estella, now a widow. They walk away together, suggesting a hopeful future. This comprehensive summary captures the essence of Great Expectations, highlighting the protagonist's journey and the novel's exploration of themes such as social mobility, personal growth, and the true nature of gentility. If you would like a more detailed analysis of specific themes or characters, feel free to ask.